Good evening and welcome to Afric 24. I'm your host, Ms. Alendo. Tonight, we take a closer look at a political giant who has walked the corridors of Kenyan politics for over 4 decades, yet somehow remains politically sidelined in his backyard. We're talking about none other than James Orengo, a lawyer, a reformist, a freedom fighter, and one of the sharpest minds in post-independence Kenya. To understand Orengo's story, you have to start with Jaramogi Odinga, Kenya's first vice president and the original architect of opposition politics. Orengo wasn't just a follower of Jaramogi, he was a disciple of his ideology. Social justice, equality, and constitutionalism. Fast forward to the 1990s, the clamor for multi-party democracy is gaining momentum. Jaramogi forms Ford, and Orengo is right there. But when Jaramogi passed on in 1994, internal battles began. Raila Odinga makes a bold move to inherit his father's political mantle, but Orengo chooses a different path. He backs Kijana Wamalwa, not because he disliked Raila, but because he believed in structures, not shortcuts. This was the first clear signal that Orengo was not your typical Luo politician. He wasn't willing to dance to the tunes of dynastic politics. Over the years, Raila and Orengo have worked together, particularly in courtrooms. Let's not forget, Orengo was Raila's lead counsel during the 2013 and 2017 presidential petitions. But politically, they've never quite been on the same page. Why? Because they are cut from different cloths. It's no secret. As much as Raila respects Orengo's intellect, he doesn't fully trust him politically. That's why, when key decisions are being made, like the ODM Secretary General post, or representation for high-profile diplomatic positions, Raila often opts for weaker, more loyal individuals, like Professor Anyang' Nyong'o. Orengo is seen as too independent, too principled, too strong.
My ladies and my lords, as we have said, these reports that have come out prove beyond a reasonable doubt that these elections were shambolic. Indeed, if there is anybody that would have the audacity to defend this election from the reports that we have received, I think it would be a great disaster to the Constitution of Kenya and to the people who are sovereign.
That in order to transform lives, to impact positively the lives of the people in Siaya who have largely depended on subsistence agriculture, that would make agriculture the pillar for development and transformation. And we promised, and I think we did in our first year, provide to the farmers fertilizers, certified seeds and fertilizers, and acquired tractors to try and mechanize the agricultural production. And I think that has gone pretty well. But my proudest moment was this week when the president launched the cereal rice mill. Part of Siaya lies within the Yala Delta.
And in Kenyan politics, strength without loyalty is a threat, not an asset. So where does that leave James Orengo today? As governor of Siaya, he's kept a relatively low profile. But when he speaks especially, ladies and gentlemen, James Orengo is not just a lawyer. He is the conscience of a movement. And maybe, just maybe, the very leader Kenya ignored in its rush for populism and power. This is Afrique 24. Stay with us.